A member of our church contacted NeedHim. I believe he heard the advertisement on the radio and felt God calling him to be a participant in it. And that led to him bringing it out before the church, and quite a few of us got together and started our own NeedHim team there at church. The experience of working with NeedHim is almost indescribable. The amount of energy that is in the room, the power of prayer that's present, the fellowship that you're allowed to be a part of, and being able to have God work through us, leading other lost souls into His family, is just the most awesome feeling you could ever imagine. It's really been a great growing tool for me. Before I became involved with NeedHim, I was very apprehensive in sharing my faith with others. I actually had no experience whatsoever. Being a part of the NeedHim ministry has now taken me out of my comfort zone and allowed me to see opportunities all over the place to share my faith.
I became involved in NeedHim after my husband of 47 years had passed away. I was pretty devastated, and a man at my church approached me and said he thought I would be really good at it. So I went out, took the training, and started. Been there ever since. I think the Lord has really filled my life. There was a void, of course, a huge void after my husband died. And NeedHim really has filled that void just unbelievably. The experience I have had at NeedHim has broadened my borders, if you will. It's drawn me closer to God. It has caused my life to be more joyous. My husband always loved for me to be a witness for Christ. And I know that if he were here, he would be really excited over what I'm doing.
I became a Christian my sophomore year in high school. I didn't grow up in a church home, and a friend invited me to a Wednesday night group, and I went there for about a year, on and off. One night during what they called celebration, which is praise and worship, and then there's also prayer time. It's split between that. I sat there in my chair and I prayed to accept Christ on my own. I think that by volunteering at NeedHim, I think it's really stretched me as a Christian. It's made me think about what do I really believe? People call in with questions. Why do you believe this part of the gospel? You know, explain the Trinity to me. Explain this to me. I don't understand this part of the gospel. You really need to stay on your toes, stay in the Word, and you just have to pray that the Lord just speaks through you. It gives people who don't know Christ the opportunity to call in and ask questions, and it also is a great ministry for people who are Christians to practice their faith, to practice sharing their faith, to not become rusty, to make it a part of their everyday life. I think that NeedHim really helps you to see how to share with other people.
We're all called to share the gospel and with other people, and NeedHim is a ministry where even if you're a little bit timid about sharing your witnessing story and about Christ, is that they bring the believers to you. So I think it enables us to fulfill Christ's commission that He gave us in an easy way and a time-convenient way as well. From my perspective, I never know what to expect. As my wife will testify, if it's Thursday night and I'm at home, then I'm going to the ministry, because I really feel like when I go to the ministry, I get my spiritual cup filled. And it's amazing that when you tell other people about the Lord, you think that you're helping other people, which of course you are, but that your own spiritual cup gets filled. And I feel like, from my own perspective, I'm in the business world and in the rat race, and I'm so busy doing one thing, going to the next, that my time at NeedHim is time that I think from an eternal perspective I'm making a difference.